Hi, my name is Damz and welcome to Fallout 4. Today I'm playing Sim Settlements 2, a massive overhaul mod for settlement building. I think the settlement building in the base game was okay, but honestly it had so much more potential to be so much better. With this overhaul, it actually gives you the opportunity to really rebuild the Commonwealth how you wanted. And not only that, it adds a huge brand new questline that looks absolutely amazing that I cannot wait to try out. And of course, if any of you guys have played this mod before and have any tips and tricks, please let me know down in the comments below. It'd be much appreciated. But as you can see, we are out in the Commonwealth and looking down on our previous home of Sanctuary. After recently discovering we were in a vault and losing our wife in the most dramatic way possible, not only that, losing our son to kidnap, alongside the world ending, it's not a good start to our journey here. But like I say, we are not playing the base game. Ideally, I probably won't even be trying to revenge Nora's death or even trying to look for Sean, our kidnapped son. But one thing I will be doing is trying to rebuild the Commonwealth as best as I possibly can. Now, just a quick look over our character then. I decided to put only 3 points into strength as I'm not going to really be using a melee build. We may suffer with a carry weight as, yes, we are playing on survival mode, but we do unlock armorer, so I think that's going to be key for early survival. I popped 4 into perception. Again, ideally, I would maybe have wanted more, but it is going to help us using a lot of VATs for survivability. But on the contrary to that, I have only put 3 in endurance, and I don't know how long we're going to last with such little health. I put 4 into charisma, as hopefully that might help us pass some early speech checks. And also, it's not too far away from local leader perk, which I don't even know if it's going to work alongside this mod, but I guess we're going to find out. I put 4 in intelligence just so we can get gun nut and hacker, so we're not going to be able to be locked out of anything and modify guns as soon as possible. But as you can see, I've dumped a lot of points into agility. This is survival mode, like I say, and if we can't be seen and trying to be sneaky as possible, then hopefully we don't get killed. And this, of course, allows us to unlock the ninja perk pretty much straight away, so hopefully that comes in clutch. And once again, only dumped 3 into luck, but of course we can upgrade and add more points to these later down the line. Now, first things first, I guess, is we should probably check out Sanctuary. The home that we, in our heads, I guess, recently just left, but it has been a bloody long time. And I am expecting to see a friendly face here. And that, of course, is our good old pal Codsworth.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Codsworth, you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing.
Now, after managing our good pal Codsworth's mental breakdown, let's see if we can clear out Sanctuary, as I have a feeling we may not be alone. We do have some disgusting radiated bugs to deal with. Or should I just maybe let him deal with them? Well, that was easy.
Come on, sir, we can take them. I trust everyone still out.
Now, that was pretty easy to deal with them all. Let's see what he has to say.
Your family isn't here either. They're really gone, aren't they?
Thanks for trying, Codsworth.
You can't give up, sir. What about the city? Concord is nearby, and, well, the people there have only shot at me a few times.
Thanks for your help, Codsworth.
Good luck, sir. You'll find young Sean. I know you will.
Now, of course, Codsworth has just advised us to go to Concord to try and find our baby boy, Sean. I have a feeling we may be going there, but probably not to find Sean, as this isn't what this is all about. But what this is about is Sim Settlements 2. So I do believe if we activate this magazine here,
There we go.
we have now collected an issue of Robo Backyard Robotics. It includes components to build your own recruitment radio beacon. I'll be taking that. Thank you very much. Now, first thing we're going to have to do then, by the looks of it, is make a recruitment beacon. So let's do that. Now, as you can see, we don't actually have enough steel to recruit it right now. So we'll just do what everyone does here. Scrap this house, and that is definitely going to allow us to build more than enough for the recruitment beacon here. I'm going to pop that down there. And also, as you can notice, the menu and the UI is very different. We have the very similar people, food, water, power, defense, beds, happiness thing, but also we have resources on the right hand side, and to the bottom left as well, we have a bit more of an in-depth look at it, which I'm sure we'll get into. Unfortunately, we don't actually have enough materials to make a power generator right now. We need some copper and ceramic. So let's just run around all these houses and hopefully find something useful. Now, that didn't take too long at all. We just got rid of a few toilets that were clearly not usable. Let's pop this power generator down here then and attach it to this. And I guess let's see what happens. Now, it looks like a new NPC has just arrived. See if we can maybe interact with them.
Hey, hello there. If I'm not mistaken, you're the fella I've been looking for.
You hear my broadcast?
You're sharp. Yeah, I heard your broadcast. Sounded as if you were starting some kind of settlement. Is that about the right of it?
Well, that is the plan, so I guess that's right.
That's right.
Well, in that case, I've got something you might be interested in. Here, catch.
Now, he's just given us an ASAM sensor, 2077 model. ASAM sensors allow you to build plots. Plots are assignable areas where settlers can build things. So the amazing thing about Sim Settlements 2, essentially, it lets you build big cities where you don't actually have to do the building yourself. Settlers finally have a use and they can actually build buildings for you. So it's gonna save a bloody lot of time. So let's take it.
It's called an ASAM sensor. If you're going to be building settlements, these things are what you'll want to use.
Okay, keep talking.
Okay. Care to elaborate?
I think a demonstration is in order. Place that ASAM down on the ground somewhere. Go ahead. Any old spot will do.
Okay, so we've got a new quest now. Build a 2x2 residential plot in Sanctuary. Now, I suppose, as we've already cleared this building out here, we may as well build on this plot of land, right? We're going to the workshop menu. I'm guessing we're going to want to go to Sim Settlements residential plots. 2x2. Now, we have two options here. Flatter version and one with a bit of land underneath. I suppose we can just build the flat one here for now.
Congratulations! You've made the smart move of choosing Rupke brand ASAM sensors for your city planning needs. Unlike other less reliable multi-purpose sensors, Rupke brand ASAM sensors offer the level of versatility and connectability that you deserve. Rupke brand ASAM sensors, America's #1 sensor solution.
Nicely done. Don't mind the ASAM, it's just scanning the area for materials. Now for this next part, I'm gonna pretend to be a settler who's come to work for you. So just play along, all right? Boy, I sure am glad I found this settlement to live in. But oh no, there are no homes available. And I don't know how to build one myself. I guess I'll just have to rely on whoever runs this place to build a home for me.
I guess we're gonna have to play along with this. This mod has a whole quest attached to it. A pretty big and expansive quest from what I've kind of seen anyways. And it's all voice acted. So again, I'll take my hat off to the mod developer for this, because this is amazing.
Don't sell yourself short.
You're right. If only I had a little guidance, I could probably build something myself. But wait, what is this? Why, it's an ASAM! Just the thing I need!
Keep playing along.
What do you need it for?
That is a great question. You see, with an ASAM, there's no barrier for entry when it comes to building something. All I'd need to do is follow the step-by-step instructions provided by the ASAM. Here, let me show you.
Okay. Now some materials have just
Once you've placed down a
randomly
sensor,
appeared
your
with a
role in the
scaffold.
construction's pretty much done.
Now he's just building this on his own accord, with no
Just about
instruction
anyone in the
by
settlement
me.
can claim the area and start building for themselves.
Now even though it does kind of look like he's hammering into thin air, I'm sure he's doing something.
The directions that the ASAM provides are so easy to understand, even a savage could do it with no problem.
Looks like he's nearly built a whole shelter to himself though.
Alright, just one more nail, and finished.
A man's home is his castle, and no one understands that better than Robco. Our ASAM sensor technology offers citizens unrivaled freedom of DIY home design. Built using locally sourced materials and designed via our patented dynamic easy-build blueprint software. With Robco brand ASAM sensors, everyone can have a roof over their head. After all, a warm and dry citizen is a productive citizen.
And there you have it. A fully built home. Ready for habitation by some lucky wastelander. And you barely had to lift a finger. Not too shabby, huh? So now that you've seen what they can do, what do you think? Are ASAM sensors something you might be interested in?
I think I'm most definitely interested, random stranger.
Yes, I'm really interested.
I thought you might be. Unfortunately, right now I only have the one sensor on me.
Of course.
However, I can provide you with more. And once you have more, I can show you even more stuff you could build with them. Homes are just the start. But first, I'm gonna have to ask for a little task done in return.
Okay, how can I help?
Of course. Just tell me what you need help with.
Alright, here it is. I got me a workshop in a town called Concord. Nice enough place, fairly quiet. Or at least it was. But just recently, I returned from a trade run to find the entire town overrun by raiders. And now I can't get near my workshop. A small group I could deal with, but there's too many for me to take on alone. So I'm gonna need someone to help take them out. So there it is. That's the job. You help me get rid of these raiders, I'll give you more ASAMs. And show you how to build even more stuff with them.
Okay, well, technically I'm supposed to be going to Concord anyway, so I'll help.
Don't worry. I'll help you deal with these raiders.
You will? Oh, that's great. Okay then. Let's head to Concord and show those raiders who's boss. Lead on.
Okay, nice. So we've got a friendly companion, I guess, and he has built a house for someone to live in. That's awesome. Now, as you can see by the bottom right as well, we are a bit hungry and thirsty. So before we head out, maybe we should deal with this rad roach, but then deal with the thirst and hunger. So luckily, I have been collecting a lot of rad roach meat, so we can actually make quite a bit of that. And also, I did run around the vault at the very beginning, filling up empty bottles of beer with purified water. So in terms of thirst, shouldn't be an issue. But one thing, of course, we can do, which would definitely help the situation, is if we go back into the building menu then and go to resources, we could actually build a water pump right outside our house. I think I'm just going to put that here for now. Now we have an unlimited supply of fresh purified water. But before we start delving into building up Sanctuary or wherever we decide to make our first base, we probably should follow this mysterious stranger's lead and head to Concord. And one other thing, we have leveled up. Now, like I say, I don't really know what I'm going to be expecting from this mod. I mean, I have an idea, but not entirely sure. So I don't know what the ideal first perks are to kind of pick. I do know we are going to be needing to unlock certain things very early on in Concord, though. So maybe we just get Locksmith right off the bat to be able to unlock advanced locks. definitely a safe bet in my opinion. But let's head over towards Red Rocket first, as I'm sure there may be a friendly face there as well that we may want to speak to. And also nice, we get a couple of stim packs, the sawn off double barrel shotgun, which I'm sure is going to be massive. We do also have a short pipe bolt action rifle in this bag, which not the best weapon in the world, but at least we have a little bit of range now. There he is, the best boy in all of the Commonwealth.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Now, I don't know if I'm going to be taking Dogmeat with me on this journey in general, but for the start of the game, let's do it. He is the best boy, like I say. He might as well come along.
You want to come with me, pal? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Now, of course, the Red Rocket is another great place we could potentially build a settlement. If we are going to do that, I don't know yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Now, one thing I did forget, this place is crawling with mole rats. And honestly, I would complain, but that is more food for us, so this is great. Oh god, I should have watched my back. Thanks, Dogmeat. Now we do get some mole rat meat, which is going to be absolutely amazing, like I say. And this one even had 5 bottle caps on them. Now let's head towards Concord then. Let's go into this house first and foremost. Thanks for opening the door for me, Dogmeat. And there should be a cap stash in here, and also some pit locks and a safe to enter. We get a bobby pin here and a box of bobby pins, and like I say, an advanced safe. Now the question is, are we going to find anything useful in here?
That's it.
We actually get some ammo, more ammo, and I guess we could take the pipe pistol for now. We do also have this chem box here, which not usually into taking chems in this game, but we can always sell them for caps potentially. Now, from what I can see, nothing has changed with Concord right now. The very, very annoying Preston Garvey is still up there, firing that goddamn laser rifle down on these raiders. Maybe we should help, I guess. We have both our companions with us. We do have a lot of 10mm rounds, so... that is one down. It doesn't look like Preston's done a very good job dealing with these.
Look out for the skeleton.
Gotta make sure we don't get shot, because survival mode can be pretty brutal at times. That's another one down. I think we may have dealt with the raiders by the looks of it. Now, did these guys have anything that useful on them? It doesn't look like it.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
I don't know who that was calling down to us, but it sounds like they could use some help in there. We still need to clear out all the raiders. And by the sounds of it, there's still some inside that museum. I'll stay out here and keep guard. You should head inside and help those people.
Okay, interesting. So it does look like this actually ties in with the starter quest. I don't know how much of the main quest it does tie in with, but I mean, this makes perfect sense. I didn't really want to help out Preston, but I guess we don't really have a choice. I might as well loot everything we possibly can and take the short laser rifle. And you know what? I'll take a hat, because why not? I want to look fancy. Now, we have been in this building many times before, as I'm sure many of you have, but hopefully we can deal with it pretty easily.
First mistake.
Okay, that could have gone a bit better, but we still have half health. I'll take it. I might as well pop our very first stim pack of the series. Slowly but surely watch that go up, because we are on survival mode. Now, one thing I probably should do actually is equip some of these other weapons we've got available to us, like the double barrel. Favorite that on our inventory slot. as well as this pipe bolt action rifle that I think might come into quite a lot of use. You have 3 shotgun shells. I'm pretty sure there is someone very close to us around this corner. Maybe not, actually. Oh, well, there they are. It sounds like they may have a shotgun themselves. Hey, nice dog meat. What unbelievable teamwork that was. I'll be taking your double barrel shotgun as well. Thank you very much. Now, we do have a tool case here with some 308 rounds and some more 10mm. And some more 38 rounds, but there's no point in taking another bolt action rifle as we already do have one. And as we already know, we are basically going to be coming down here anyway. We might as well unlock this and take the fusion core right away. Okay, nice. Thank you very much, fusion core. Now, has anyone ever actually shot this gas canister and it's done what they wanted it to do and blow the 2 raiders up here? I'm going to try it and see what happens. Just like I thought, absolutely nothing. I'm going to have to do this the good old-fashioned way and shoot them in the knees. Now, they don't actually know where we are still. I could potentially sneak up on them here.
What do you think?
Okay, nice. I'm telling you, this is going to be the way forward, trying to be as sneaky as possible. Oh, I'll definitely take another 2 Molotov cocktails.
Get every last one of you.
Come on, man.
Now, like I say, I didn't really want to have to save Preston, but like, we're going to have to shoot this guy in the ass. That one took some shots to the crotch pretty easily. So it looks like that's them dealt with. I guess we're going to have to speak to Preston. And I'll probably save you guys the boring dialogue that we all know has been said before and get on with the mission.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Yeah, I know. Right, okay, so that's that. We obviously already have the fusion core to put in the power armor suit that we're about to get into. And I'm also going to be taking the perception bobblehead. Thank you very much.
Something coming.
So let's go this way then to the exit and fire up the power armor suit. Now, of course, that also means we get to grab this Vertibird minigun.
Up here. Boss,
And just
we got
blast a
somebody
whole
up
lot
here.
of raiders.
Why don't you get down here? Show me that.
Looks like the stranger is also down there. Just taking shots to the face, apparently.
I'll give you that.
Probably
Come
should go
on,
down
I
and
got
help him,
places to
right?
be. Slick, we got it.
I always thought the explosions were amazing in this game. To say how old it is, they absolutely nailed it with the cars. But what I'm going to do is, yeah, release the Death Claw. Kind of let him deal with maybe the rest of the raiders. Oh, God, this might have been a bad idea. Oh, Lord, he is coming. I am going to hide. Oh, I think he's hurt dog meat. Now, this is a very cheesy way of killing him, but I also do not want to die, and it is the most efficient way. How are there some raiders still left? You got to be kidding me. Let's heal dog meat, more importantly. Let's see what this stranger now has to say.
Woo! That was... I mean, you just took down a death claw. Color me impressed. All the sound from our firefight must have lured the blast thing out. And where'd you get that power armor from?
You know, just
what?
found it
Never
on the
mind.
roof.
What about them folks, the raiders trapped inside the museum? Did you manage to help them?
Fortunately, I did, but they are taken care of.
Everything's taken care of.
Well, all right. Nice to see a happy ending. You did good. You know that, right?
Glad to save lives, I guess.
I'm just glad we were able to save their lives.
All right. You held up your side of the bargain. The raiders have been dealt with. Now it's my turn to deliver. If you'd just like to follow me, we'll get you your ASAMs.
Now, the question is, did these raiders have anything that useful? It doesn't look like it, but one thing I will be taking is the Deathclaw meat, because I think we deserve a tasty steak after that victory. Looks like we're going in here to speak to the stranger anyway.
Hi.
Hey. God damn raiders. They really trashed the place.
Nice place you got here.
Despite the mess they made, it doesn't look like they took anything important. Most of my equipment is still here, including your reward. Here, one whole box of ASAMs to do with as you see fit. You earned them.
Hey, nice. And it does look like we also got the holotape for the city manager, which I do believe is basically a way to kind of customize the mod the way you want, but we'll definitely be taking that.
And here's a little extra for helping those folks inside the museum. Good deeds like that deserve to be rewarded.
Happy to help.
That's not all. If you remember, I also promised to show you more things you could build with ASAM sensors. I'll meet you back at your settlement. Don't keep me waiting long now.
Okay, awesome. So we've got some more ASAM sensors. Looks like we can continue rebuilding the Commonwealth. Now, if you are enjoying this one so far, please smash that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with all the content. Be more than happy to make this maybe a series on the channel if you guys want to see it. Like I say, I'm really interested to see what the questline has to offer, and to see how much of a massive city we can build with all the new options. Now, we are back at Sanctuary, and I don't believe the stranger is going to have beaten us here unless he has superpowers. And it is night time. We probably should get some rest, as, yeah, of course it's survival mode, so we're going to need to sleep to just save the game anyway. So I'm going to leave our power armor set just here for the time being. Maybe a little bit risky, but should be okay. And of course, this also means we're going to be super encumbered, as you don't get a lot of carry weight in survival mode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap as much things as physically possible for the time being. First of all, to be able to build a bed, which I'm just going to pop down here for the time being. And I'm also going to build a container of some sort. Probably just going to pop this desk down here so we can store some things in it. AKA this minigun that I don't really plan on using for the foreseeable future unless we really need to. Alongside this 612 5mm rounds that do weigh a lot, but we are a little bit thirsty, so what I'm gonna do is take a drink before we go to sleep. Hopefully we are now properly hydrated. Oh, and here's the stranger. Actually, that was kind of good timing, but still I think we should get some rest as we're tired and save the game anyway. It is 10 PM, so let's get a good 8 hours kip and wake up nice and early in the morning. Now we are fully rested. We're a little bit peckish, but hey, that is not a problem. Let's speak to the stranger again.
All right, time to show you what else ASAMs can do. Now, generally speaking, people need a roof over their head, food in their bellies, and a place to be working. We already built a place someone could live. So if you're ready, let's move on to those other two things.
Okay, I'm down. Let's go.
Okay, show me.
All right. Place down a sensor again. But this time, we'll use one configured for food production.
Okay, so build a 2x2 agricultural plot in Sanctuary. Now, I'm pretty much going to do the most generic thing that everyone does here. This essentially is where all the farming stuff is in Sanctuary, so
I need to assign
gonna harvest
someone to
these
this.
juicy
I need
melons
to assign
Go
someone
ahead.
to this.
first
Put it
of
down
all,
wherever you like.
and then build some agricultural plots, I guess. If we go over to Sim Settlements 2, agricultural plots. Now, we have one with land and we have one without land, so I'm just gonna pop...
Go ahead. Just put it down wherever you like.
one in here, I guess. So just put it here for now.
Okay. I'm gonna take on the role of a settler again. Don't worry, I won't subject you to my bad theatrics this time. I just want to show you how easy this is.
Okay, so he's getting hard at work with
Now,
making
I
farm
can't say
for
I've
us.
got much of a green thumb, but thanks to the ASAM, that don't really matter. It'll tell your settlers where to dig, what to plant, when to harvest. Takes out all the guesswork. No fuss, no muss. Well, maybe a little bit of muss. I mean, I am getting covered in dirt. But how's that different to any other day in the Commonwealth? Okay, almost done.
Okay, nice.
Yes! Gone are the days of citizens complaining over those ever-increasing grocery store prices. Thanks to Rutger brand ASAM sensors. Never has it been easier for citizens to grow their own mouth-watering produce. It's so simple, even the wife and kids will want to get their hands dirty. For the finest in homegrown food, look to Rutger brand ASAM sensors.
And there we have it. A fine plot of land ready for cultivation. This from the guy who once underwatered a cactus.
I like it. Pretty easy.
I like it.
Glad to hear. All right, we've built a home, a farm. Next thing is a place to work. You know, somewhere folks can perform a little industry. Gather scrap or do a bit of scavenging. That kind of thing. Go ahead. Put down an ASAM that's programmed for that.
Okay, so now we have to build an industrial plot, which essentially, by the sounds of it, is going to give people jobs as well as producing food for us. So where are we going to want to do that? That is the question. Now, we do have this desolate building here. Suppose we can just scrap it all, get all the materials for it, and maybe make this a central work hub for our potential settlers. We go to industrial plots then. Suppose we can put one down here. Junk storage. Settlements can only store junk with proper storage. Industrial gathering buildings will increase your max junk storage as well as you collect additional junk each day. In addition, you can build special junk storage crates found in the resource storage selection of Sim Settlements build menu in the workshop. Okay, cool. We get to storage here. Oh, it looks like we have these massive container crates. And I guess I will just put one back here for now.
Okay, time for some industrial action. I'm on it. Now, any old fool can gather a pile of junk. But if you want settlements to grow, you need folks to gather useful building materials. And a storage unit will encourage people to do that. Wood, steel, maybe even a little asbestos to help keep warm. And don't be surprised if in time people start gathering even more useful stuff. Last screw now. Righty-tighty. And we're done.
Okay, nice. Looks like we've built a industrial plot for people to work in.
Times are tough. There's no bones about it. Even useful people are starting to feel the pinch. But you can rely on Robco to provide fulfilling employment alternatives. With just one handy-dandy Robco brand ASAM sensor, citizens need never fear unemployment again. Able to legally gather and store useful materials, your citizens will wonder how they ever did without a Robco industrial unit. Just one more in the long line of technological marvels brought to you by Robco brand ASAM sensors.
Well, there we are. All basic necessities covered.
Hey, great.
Although folks won't be happy with the bare essentials forever. Eventually, they will want more. Now, it's up to you what type of ASAMs you put down, but do try and keep in mind what folks in your settlements will be needing.
Excuse me, hello. Don't shoot now, I don't mean no harm. I hope you don't mind the intrusion. I couldn't help but notice all the commotion. What are you two young'uns up to here? That is, if you don't mind me asking. Fixing up these buildings, are you?
Okay, hello, old Paul. Something like that, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
Actually, we just finished building these. Foundations, walls, everything.
Is that so? Built them by yourself, did you? Well, you two looking to settle down here, or?
This settlement belongs to my friend here, not me. I was just demonstrating some construction techniques using this ASAM sensor.
Construction techniques? Using that gadget there? Sounds like Brahmin dung to me. Are you telling me you made all this using that gizmo?
That's right, but I also cannot help notice, old Paul, you have the longest neck of a person I have ever seen in my life, but that is right.
That's right. We're rebuilding.
You say that as if building stuff is easy.
Hey, here's a suggestion. Why not offer the old-timer residents here? Let them experience the benefits of sensors firsthand. That is, if you'd be interested in staying here.
I'll admit, seeing you two build with those doodads did pique my curiosity.
Where did this guy
And
even
it
come
might be
from, by
nice
the
to
way?
settle down somewhere for a while. It is getting dangerous out there, especially for a scav past his prime. But would an old man like me really be welcome here?
Sure, old Paul, you'd be more than welcome, my friend.
I'd welcome the help.
Okay then, you got yourself a deal. Old Paul is at your service. Now, if you'd excuse me a second, I want to check out this here sensor doohickey.
How about that? Your ASAMs have already attracted their first resident. With that, I'd say our exchange of services is complete. Enjoy your ASAMs. I'm sure you'll put them to good use. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta get back to the hardware store. Got a lot of important work to begin on with.
Old Paul, you're kind of just in the way of this conversation here. But sure, okay, we'll be... You know what? I'll be a bit nosy. Important work?
What kind of work?
Just some
Was it
personal
failed?
stuff I need to take care of.
Okay, well, I'll be polite for now, mysterious stranger.
It was good working with you.
Yeah, you too. I should get going. Oh, and good luck with your settlement.
Hey, where's that ASAM fella going? I wanted to ask him a few questions.
What's up?
What's on your mind?
Maybe you're the person to ask instead. You're the head honcho around this place, right? Well, I've got a request to make. You see, I noticed that there's a whole bunch of new people around here, so I'm thinking it might be best to put down a few more of these here censored thingamabobs. You know, to make sure everybody's got a home, a place to work, and not to mention enough food.
I mean, that's a pretty good idea.
That's a good idea.
Well, I've been known to have a decent idea now and again. These ASAM things seem very impressive, but we can only make use of them if you place them down for us.
Okay, plot sizes come in variety of sizes. Functionality, all sizes are the same and offer no mechanical benefit to use one over the other. Choose one that best fits the space. Okay, nice. We've got a new quest where we have to place down residential plots, industrial plots, and I'm guessing more agricultural plots. And if I go over into the build menu, then of course we don't actually have any defense or beds. We probably should build a few more beds for some people. Now, of course, we can construct more residential plots, which I think will definitely help with that. Suppose we should tear out some more of these absolutely destroyed buildings and build residential plots on them. That should hopefully help people have somewhere to rest their heads and get a bed. Now, of course, I have just realized we did leave Preston Garvey and the gang back in the museum and kind of leave them there chilling. So let me know in the comments down below if you think I should bring them along for this journey. At the end of the day, may not even use Sanctuary as a main base of operations, but what we can do is progress the storyline and quest far enough so we can find the ideal location and learn kind of the basics of how all of this works. And as you can see, as we're saying that, more and more residential plots are being built, which means we have more room for people to live in. But I think I'm gonna leave today's video here. If you've enjoyed this one, smash the like button and subscribe to stay up to date with all the content. This mod has untapped potential in my opinion. I think it's absolutely an amazing concept. Not only the amazing city building elements, but of course the new questline that I'm really excited to try out. If you want to see more of this on the channel, get in the comments down below. And if you have played this already, please let me know any tips and tricks. But I appreciate you all for watching as usual, and I'll catch you in the next one.